Well, hi there. Have a great day. Hey, be more careful. Good day to you. Hi, Martha. Mabel, I meant to ask you, have you seen the new Robco catalog? I thought you might be interested, since you don't seem to like your Mr. Handy. I don't want a new one. I don't even really want the one I have now. I don't trust it, Martha. Not a bit. Really, Mabel, it's fine. There's no reason to feel uncomfortable. It's just another machine.
You don't belong here. You're not supposed to be here. It's not real, none of it. It needs to end. The suffering must end. We're not really here. We're not really talking. It's all made up, make-believe. We're sleeping, dreaming. The dream became a nightmare. It has to end. It just has to. But we're not in charge. He is. And he doesn't want us to wake up. He calls himself Betty now, but he's still the same. He can put on a new face all he likes, but underneath he's still evil. Braun. Bastard thinks because he helped create this place, he's God here. But I know he still uses the fail-safe terminal. I know it. It's in the abandoned house. He doesn't want us going in there because he's afraid we might find it. It's the only terminal to the outside. The only way to shut the whole thing down. You've got to find it. Remember what I told you? The fail-safe. You've got to find it. The abandoned house. Keeps that one to himself, he does. That's where it is. That's why he doesn't want us in there. You can find it. You're not supposed to be here. He can't stop you.
象力量，各式。大太乱把他们列象力量。
Out of here!
冲刺展开，我们正在设立着谢地稿，注意。冲刺展开，我们正在设立着谢地稿，注意照稿。
Do you realize what you've done? You've triggered the failsafe, ruined everything. The subjects will die and I'll be stuck here in this hell alone.
You ruined everything! Everything!
You've taken them all from me. You've left me with nothing.
It's not fair. Nobody to play with ever again.
Do you realize?
You...
It is not over. It is not over until I say so. Do you understand me? I
just want things to go back the way they were.
The Garden of Eden creation kit. It was for terraforming, for restoring the world after a nuclear disaster. Unstable technology, and ultimately boring. Why remake the old reality when instead you could create any reality you choose? It is my greatest achievement. The best of the many simulations I've run in these 200 years.
I played with the others, but they bored me. This version never grew old. It amused me over and over and over again.
Why do you torment me? You know who I am. You know that I am really Dr. Braun, that I created this place.
And now I'm trapped here. It's all your fault.
Isn't it obvious? You've run the failsafe, disrupted everything. I have no power over you.
There's the door. Go.
Didn't you figure it out, huh? The dog. So loyal, so trusting, so annoying.
I simply made him what he always was.
Yes, I'm sure he's fine. No doubt when you leave the simulation, he'll be waiting for you.
But there's no one waiting for me. Run along now. You can't do that here. And now you have to pay. What did you do?
Do you realize? Do you realize? You? No, I! I am the creator of this world!
Feels so lost. So all alone.
Do you realize? I can't reset it, don't you see? The failsafe disabled the security protocols. They're all dead, for good.
All my friends, gone. Now I'm stuck here by myself.
Do you realize what? You've taken them all from me. You've left me with nothing.
It's not fair. Nobody to play with ever again.
Hello, sir.
Son, you've saved me. I was afraid I'd be trapped in there forever. It's so good to see you, but what are you doing here? Well, I'm glad you did. This certainly wasn't how I expected things to turn out. I wasn't ready for brawn, or I might have fared better. It certainly is. It's nice to feel that I'm on two legs again. And thanks to Dr. Braun, I know that Project Purity isn't lost after all. I was right about Braun. The technology he developed is unstable, even dangerous. But it can be adapted for Project Purity. I need to return to Rivet City and talk with Madison. If we can find a GEC, we can make Project Purity work. Yes, with what I've learned, Madison is sure to see that we can finally succeed where we failed so many years ago. I'd like you to come with me. I'd like you to be there when we finally open the floodgates. That's my boy. Let's hurry. Now that I know what we need, I want to get back to work as soon as possible. It started as an idea, really. Remember the Bible passage your mother loves so much? Free, clean water for everyone. What a difference it could make in the lives of everyone here in the wastes. Over time, that idea took the form of a purifier. Not like the one in the vault, though. This one was gigantic, capable of purifying millions of gallons of water at once. We used the old Jefferson Memorial for the location, right on DC's tidal basin. Someday soon, I hope you'll see it work. In the year before you were born, things became difficult. There had always been something of a mutant problem in the city, but it became worse. They attacked more frequently and more aggressively. Support for the project eroded as time went on, when we couldn't produce any significant results. Progress came to a halt. And then you were born. Your mother and I had talked about what to do when that time came, but then we lost her, and I had to make a decision. I chose to leave. From what I understand, things happened quickly after that. It became too dangerous for the others to stay, and so the project was abandoned. Dr. Lee and her team left for what became Rivet City, and Project Purity has sat waiting ever since. I understand that you have reason to question a good many things I've told you over the years. But your mother... I've never lied to you about what happened. Not once. She died giving birth to you. It was a difficult time. She was so eager to meet you, to make a place for you in the world. If nothing else, please believe that she loved you very much. The vault you grew up in had its own water purification system. Clean water was never a worry. Out here, things are different. Water out here is never clean, and almost always irradiated. It's barely able to sustain any kind of normal life. If we can change that, Humanity has a real chance at rebuilding, starting over. Of course, son. What's on your mind? I wanted you to be safe. I didn't want this for you. A life out here in this godforsaken war zone. I couldn't tell you what I was doing because I didn't want you following me. A plan which clearly was not as successful as I imagined it would be. Oh, my son. If only you could have known how much it meant to her. She believed in the work we were doing and was so determined to see it through. She gave up so much for this project. We all did. And I don't want that to have been for nothing. So am I, son. While this isn't what I had in mind, it's good to have you with me. What's on your mind? Somehow, I don't think the Overseer would agree with that. What's done is done. But if we succeed, if we can make Project Purity a reality, we can create a new life for ourselves out here. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. With what I've learned from Dr. Braun, I know it can work. That's why it's so important to find a Gek as soon as possible. It's the key to Project Purity. So am I. Be careful, my son.